I tell you, I don't know if I can put up with their shenanigans and horseplay anymore. Well, it just seems like it's excessive. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Their behavior, they seem like they got earwigs for ears.
I agree.
Stop! Is this true collaboration? According to the authors of Learning by Doing, no, it is not.
Collaboration is a term used to refer to groups working together whose meetings are irrelevant to student achievement and only mimic collaboration. According to the authors, collaboration time should not be used to discuss behavior issues, classroom policies, or plan field trips, for example.
Oh, no! Instead, collaborative dialogue should be shifted to curriculum, assessment, and instruction. Wow.
The purpose of collaboration, to help more students achieve at higher levels, can only be accomplished if the professionals engaged in collaboration are focused on the right work.
There are 4 critical questions that should drive the work of a professional learning community. Number 1, what do we want our students to learn?
2, how will we know if each student has learned it? 3, how will we respond when some students do not learn it? And 4,
how can we extend and enrich the learning for students who have demonstrated proficiency?
The main goal of collaboration is to give each educator an expanded repertoire of skills, strategies, materials, assessments, and ideas in order to impact student achievement in a positive way.
But what do you mean by team?
But how do we find the time to collaborate?
But what resources can our principal provide for us?
A collection of teachers does not truly become a team until they must rely upon one another to accomplish a goal that none could achieve individually. Optimal team structure consists of teachers who teach the same grade level.
Right, but what about grade levels that only have one teacher?
No!
Vertical teams group teachers together with those who teach content above and below their students.
Wow. Technology can help create powerful partnerships with colleagues across the district, the state, or even the world in electronic teams by using tools like Skype, Google Docs, teacher blogs, and websites to share opinions and info on what students should learn, common pacing guides, and assessments, etc.
Don't forget about specials and special education teachers. Logical links can be made when these teachers connect with members of grade level teams that are pursuing outcomes linked to their areas of expertise.
Oh, but mon ami, making and finding time for collaboration is perhaps the biggest challenge for teachers. Reciprocal accountability demands that leaders who ask educators to work in collaborative teams provide those educators with time to meet during their contractual day. In other words, school and district leaders can help the collaborative process by providing teachers with time to do the things they are being asked to do.
This must be done in ways that do not cost money, meaning no subs and no add-ons to the workday, and do not result in loss of instructional time. 2 options the authors suggest to achieve this goal are common prep time. Built into the master schedule, collaborative teams should have at least 1 day each week with at least 60 minutes of overlapping plan time designated for team collaboration. In-service and faculty meeting time. Instead of requiring staff to attend a traditional whole-staff in-service session or sit in a faculty meeting, periodically shift the focus and use of these days to a collaborative meeting time.
That sounds great, but what makes an effective team?
Good question, Larry. According to the book, the answer is...
norms!
Norms, which are clearly established expectations regarding specific procedures, responsibilities, and relationships for the group, collectively decided upon and collectively honored, are beneficial to effective collaboration. According to Garmston and Wellman, 1999, when these norms are followed, they promote the productive dialogue essential to effective teams.
Pausing.
So what I mean is this.
Paraphrasing.
So what I think you're saying is...
Probing for specificity.
Excuse me, could you be more specific?
Putting ideas on the table. Paying attention to self and others.
Excuse me. And I'm saying something to you right now.
And I'm listening and responding appropriately.
Thank you.
Presuming positive intentions. Pursuing a balance between advocacy and inquiry. Here are the protocols for effective advocacy and inquiry. State your assumptions.
So here's what I think.
Describe your reasoning.
Here are some reasons why I arrived at this conclusion.
Give concrete examples.
Let me explain how I saw this work in another context.
Reveal your perspective.
I acknowledge that I'm looking at this from the perspective of a veteran teacher.
Anticipate other perspectives.
Some teachers are likely to question.
Acknowledge areas of uncertainty.
Well, here's one issue you could help me through.
Invite others to question your assumptions and conclusions.
So what's your reaction to what I said? Do you see things differently? Gently probe underlying logic.
What led you to that conclusion?
Use non-aggressive language.
Can you help me understand your thinking here?
Draw out their thinking.
Which aspects of what you have proposed do you feel are most significant or essential?
Check for understanding.
I'm hearing that your primary goal is...
Explain your reason for inquiring.
I'm asking about your assumption because I feel...
Here are some additional tips the authors provide for creating norms. Each team should create its own norms. Norms are collective commitments members make to each other and should reflect the experiences, hopes, expectations of the members themselves. They should not be dictated by an individual or by another team. Norms should be stated as commitments to act or behave in certain ways rather than as beliefs. Instead of, we believe in punctuality, say, we will arrive to meetings on time and stay fully engaged throughout the meeting. Norms should be reviewed at the beginning and end of each meeting for at least 6 months. Writing norms is not the same as living them. Teams should formally evaluate the effectiveness at least 2 times per year. Ask questions like, are we adhering to our norms? Do we need to establish a new norm to address a problem occurring on our team? Are all members of our team contributing to its work? Are we working independently to achieve our team goal? Teams should focus on a few essential norms rather than creating an extensive laundry list. Less is more. Violation of team norms must be addressed. Failure to confront clear violation of norms will undermine the entire team process.
In order to be an effective collaborative team, avoid
the 5 dysfunctions.
Inability to establish trust. Be able to acknowledge mistakes, weaknesses, failures, and the need for help with your teammates. Be willing to learn from one another. Inability to engage in honest dialogue regarding disagreements. Don't settle for the appearance of agreement. Inability to make commitments to one another. Push each other to pledge to honor the agreement through your actions. Inability to hold each other accountable. Be willing to confront peers who fail to work toward team goals or honor team decisions. Inability to focus on results. This happens when members are unwilling to commit to purpose, priorities, decisions, or accountability. The very reason any organization is established is to bring people together in an organized way to achieve a collective purpose that cannot be accomplished by working alone.
Educational research has repeatedly linked collaborative cultures with school improvement.
According to Newman and Wellage, 1995, when groups, rather than individuals, are seen as the main units for implementing curriculum, instruction, and assessment, they facilitate development of shared purpose for student learning and collective responsibility to achieve it.
A team can make better decisions, solve more complex problems, and do more to enhance creativity and build skills than individuals working alone.
They have become the vehicle for moving organizations into the future.
Teams are not just fun to have, they are hardcore units of production.
That was awesome.
What to do anymore.
It's a problem.
Crazy.
Right.
What
It's
are we gonna do with it? I don't know.
Am I on?
But what resources can we...
So here's what I think. Here are some reasons why.
It's just yawn. You know, and I'm saying something to you right now.
Here are some reasons why I arrived at this conclusion. That was horrible.
Do we need to establish a new norm to address a problem occurring on our team?
Stick an egg. 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 Stick an egg.